So we have done one problem. I have given that problem in the previous class, and we have calculated this problem. A bipolar two-terminal HVDC link is delivering 1000 megawatt at plus minus 500 kV at the receiving end. The total loss in the DC circuit is 60 megawatt. Calculate the sending end power and power in the middle of the line. So these two powers we have calculated, and we have got 1060 megawatt, and here we got 1030 megawatt, right? We have already calculated these two. We need to find out the sending end voltage and the voltage at the middle of the line. Okay, so that, and next is the total resistance. So here this is our, I'll draw the bipolar line, and then you will get to know how it is working. Okay, so this is our converter side. So this is our converter side, and then here it is our inverter side. And as you know that this is a bipolar, right? A two terminal, bipolar two terminal. So two substation will be there. So these are the two substations, and the converter middle is grounded, inverter middle point is grounded. Okay, and the area, this is fed from one area, and this converts the other area, this feeds the other area, right? So here if you check, it is saying that plus minus 500 at the receiving end. So this is a bipolar junction, this is a bipolar, so this is a 500 plus 500 kV pole, and this is minus 500 kV pole. Okay, so that this is the two polarity or two poles. Okay, so if you check, if you see here, the pole to pole voltage, pole to pole voltage will be 1000, right? Pole to pole voltage will be 1000 kV. So I will put UD2, and this is your pole to pole voltage, that is 1000 kV. So if I want to calculate the current coming here, so what about the current? It is the in the sending end, in the receiving end, the power is 1000 megawatt, and the voltage is 1000 kV. So if I calculate the current at the receiving end, you will get 1000 megawatt. Megawatt means 10 raised to the power 6. Okay, so 10 raised to the power 6, 1000 into 10 raised to the power 6 megawatt, and divided by your kV. So 1000 into 10 raised to the power 3. So you will get 10 raised to the power 3 ampere. So this is the amount of current in this, that is coming into the your sending end or receiving end. Now if you talk about the sending end voltage, so similarly you have calculated the power here. At the sending end side, power is 1060 megawatt, and you are sending the current 10 raised to the power 3, right? So if you do the mere calculation, PD1, sorry, yeah, I want to calculate UD1, right? So UD1 is PD1 divided by current, right? Volt power upon current. So power is 1060 into 10 raised to the power 3, 10 raised to the power 6 divided by 10 raised to the power 3. So you will get, here it cuts off to 3. So 1060 kV. This is the sending end voltage. Sending end voltage is 1060, and this voltage is pole to pole voltage. Pole to pole voltage. Pole to pole. Now, if you want pole to earth, so if you want pole to earth voltage, that means this voltage, half of that voltage you have to go. So half of this will be pole to earth voltage. So you will get 530 kV, that is your pole to earth voltage, and it you can write plus minus pole to earth, pole to earth. Okay, so plus minus, so this pole is operating at 500 plus 530 kV, and this pole is operating at minus 530 kV. Okay, so this is the so current flows from higher potential to lower potential. Here here if you check here, it again flows from, you can decide, it's your homework how the current will flow here in this, and check whether what is your returning path. So if you define me, or if you write the answers, write it in the chat box. Where is your I got the path, that is current flowing from higher potential to lower potential. Tell me, where is the returning path? Okay, so if you can find out with your knowledge, it will be good enough. Now, next is the next calculation we have to do is your voltage at the middle of the line. So voltage of the middle of the line is nothing but the average of your sending end and receiving end. So here you have already calculated the voltage of your sending end, and you have calculated the voltage of your receiving end. So at the middle of the line, we UD, I'm putting it UDM as plus 500 of 530 kV plus 500 kV and divide it by 2. Okay, so you will get the voltage at the middle of the line. So that is approximately plus 507 kV. Okay, so this is your sending and voltage at the middle of the line. Next is the total resistance of the DC circuit. So total resistance of the DC circuit is how you can find out. So you have already calculated the power at the uh, I think no, it has been given that your total loss of the circuit is 600 megawatt, right? So total loss of the circuit is 600 megawatt. So if you see here, total loss, so how you can say the total loss? So loss will be in these two lines only. Okay, this line and this line. So these two lines are creating more loss. Okay, now these two lines, if they are creating more loss, so what I can write, 6 we already know that this is the loss, 6 into 10 raised to the power 3, and that is I square R loss, right? So ID square, I am writing it ID square. ID square, I have already calculated. ID square is 1 into 10 raised to the power, or 10 raised to the power 3, right, ampere, and that is square into R. So this is your resistance. So if you calculate, you will get R as 60 ohm. 60 ohm. Okay. So this is the calculation of all the parameters we have seen here. So I hope most of the thing is cleared. You just need to find out the voltage. You just need to find out the return path. If you could find out the return path, that will be good enough. Okay, write your observation in the chat box. We'll do one more numerical and then we will move on. This is one of the problem that you have to do it. That this is quite a different problem. A bipolar two-terminal HVDC transmission system has a 12 pulse. Okay, so the number of pulse it is given 12 pulse. 12 pulse converter per pole. Okay, so one pole has 12 pulse converter at each terminal. The system has the following data. Rated DC voltage is plus minus 500 kV. Rated bipolar. So here one more term is bipolar. Bipolar power is 1500 megawatt. Line resistance per pole is 5 ohm. Okay. DC voltage on the rectifier side. So it is saying that the rectifier side has 500 kV. So definitely the inverter side will have lower than that. Then only the current will flow from higher potential to lower potential. Rectifier terminal feeds the rated power in the DC line. So the rated power, that is the rated power is fed from the rectifier side. Okay, so then that means there will be the whatever the rated power here, it is 1500, but it is per bipolar. Okay, so 1500 is the power that is coming from rectifier side. So definitely there will be losses in the line and then the inverter side will have less power. Okay, so we'll have to calculate the DC current, DC line current. So how we'll do it? See, just I will clarify some. I will give one example. I will do something. I will give you some hint. Now here, rated bipolar. So if it is bipolar, then expect your line like I have already told you that it has to bipolar substation will have like this line, right? So this is the bipolar part and this is your ground. Now the total power that is coming from here to here is 1500. Okay, so you can half it. So if the half of the power that is coming from here to here is 1700. So the rated bipolar, that is your 1500. So you if you have to what you have to do for a unipolar side or monopolar side, that gets the power gets half, right? So here on, if you check around the inverter section and the converter section, the total power gets half here in this section. The power transfer from here one pole to earth gets half. So half of the bipolar, that is your 750 megawatt. 750 megawatt transfer from here, this side to this side. Similarly 750 megawatt transfer from 7 this side to this side. So based on that, you calculate these two, because you have got the power and then you have got the voltage. So voltage is, this is plus 500 kV. Okay, here also plus minus 500 kV, right? So here you got the power, you got the current, you can calculate the DC current, DC line current, then you can calculate this DC line losses. Similarly apply the KVL, apply KVL and try to find out the inverter side voltage, pole to earth voltage. Now you can calculate the pole to pole voltage also, so just double it. Okay, now one in these two you can do that. Next is your 6 pulse converter. Now this system is of 12 pulse converter. Okay, now it is telling about 6 pulse converter, DC voltage of a 6 pulse converter at the rectifier end. Okay, so whatever you calculate, if you are actually calculating for a 12 pulse converter. Now for a 6 pulse converter, the DC voltage will get half, okay, half of the 12 pulse converter. So the same will be for this inverter side and converter side, okay. Next is the bipolar DC voltage of the rectifier side. A bipolar means double of, okay. So whatever the voltage you have calculated here, you have to double it. So try it yourself. Next, if you don't do, I'll make it myself to do, okay. Next, in the next class we will discuss more it, but focus on and give your answers, write your answers in the chat box, okay, Google Classroom, okay. Thank you.